Hi everyone, hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today's topic or the talk is another important talk, and the title is What is the purpose? What is the purpose of your life, and what is the purpose of my life? Now, first of all, I would like I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to answer the questions, and so you'll understand it more clearly. So, what is life? That's the question. What is life? And the answer is life is permanent because the real you is your soul, ruh in Arabic, not your earthly body. And also the life is permanent, and life is a gift from the Creator Allah. What is the earthly life about? Next question. The earthly life is about a test. So the earthly life is the examination. That's right, full of tests. The test of wealth, health, fear, poverty, and so forth. Next question. What is the correct guidance? The answer, the correct guidance is Islam. And the next question, why Islam? Answer, read M.A.S. Abdul Halim translation of the Quran. It is in English, or a similar translation with an objective mind. So please read the Quran with an objective mind. Then I'm sure after reading the Quran you will have questions. Go to your local masjid and ask questions to the local imam, a Muslim scholar. So this is important because if you want to know about Islam, go and ask a Muslim scholar. A Muslim scholar. Very important. Now, yes, also what I would like to point out, you see, Islam has deterrents such as no alcohol, no drugs, and no gambling. Now let's talk about these deterrents. For example, if you ask any doctor if someone drinks alcohol for 4 or 5 years, they will get an illness called liver of the cirrhosis, so it's bad for you. If someone again takes drugs, heroin, cocaine, for a long time, again, it will not benefit their earthly body health, and so it's bad for you. Someone gets into gambling, and gambling is addictive. Example, because it gives you this dream. Oh yes, I'm going to win the jackpot. I'm going to win the $10 million or 10 million pounds. I'm going to win the jackpot, etc. And the house always wins. So you want to avoid gambling. Is an addiction. So when we look at these deterrents, and Islam has these deterrents, and therefore when you look at non-Muslim ideology, which non-Muslim ideologies, for example, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and atheism, Darwinism, all these non-Muslim ideologies, they don't have these deterrents, such as no alcohol, no drugs, no sex before marriage, no gambling. So also the inimitability of the Quran regarding Islam. Why Islam? So let's quickly summarize. Islam has deterrence. There is linguistic miracles of the Quran regarding the language structure. You can find YouTube videos on the inimitability, the miracles of the Quran, the linguistic miracles of the Quran. And also, if you take Islam properly, like if you apply Islam in your life will be better, the earthly life. But what is important, before I carry on, so you see it regarding if we say, sorry, when you talk to the Muslim scholars, the past and the present, such as Mufti Menk, such as Tariq Jamil, such as Numan Ali Khan, Yusuf Estes, Abdul Rahim Green, Yusha Evans, and many more, Hamza Andrew Zotsis. When you talk to Muslim scholars, and I have given you some examples of the Muslim scholars, and you will find Adnan Rashid, you will find their YouTube videos, Mohammed Hijab, you will find them on YouTube and on social media, and you will come to understand what I'm trying to say. You want to study Islam, like watch their videos, read the Quran, ask questions, and and then you will come to understand that Islam is the correct guidance from the Creator Allah. This is important because, like I said, life is permanent because the real you is your soul, ruh in Arabic, not your earthly body. So you don't want to mess it up, because there is only so example, if you die, if you experience death, if you taste death as a non-Muslim, then you go to the fire of Jahannam, you go to hellfire. Having said this, the Creator Allah knows best. But regarding punishment, the Creator Allah is very clear. In the Quran, the Creator Allah says, those who taste death as a non-Muslim will go to hellfire, fire of Jahannam. Having said this, the Creator Allah knows best. Now you see, I don't want to look, I care about you. I care about the non-Muslims. After reading namaz, salah, I do dua, I request to the Creator Allah, oh Allah, forgive all the Muslims, guide all the non-Muslims to Islam, so they can also go to paradise with us as Muslims, Ameen. And then I also add, I know, Ya Allah, it is up to them. So, as you can see, in the Quran, Allah is clear, the Creator Allah is clear. If you die as a non-Muslim, you will be punished in hellfire. And I am not saying this, the Creator Allah is saying this in the Quran. Having said this, the Creator Allah knows best. But like I said, Islam is the correct guidance from the Creator Allah. Islam is the truth from the Creator Allah. Now don't forget, you have free will, and therefore you have to choose to be Muslim. This is very important. I cannot force you to be Muslim, but I can and I am requesting you to become a Muslim. I really truly requesting all the non-Muslims, including Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Daniel Dennett, and people like them, to become Muslim whilst they are still alive on earth and ask for forgiveness from the Creator Allah so they can go to paradise with us as Muslims. Ameen. Now, having said this, the Creator Allah knows best. Now, this is very important. I really want everyone to become Muslim, those who are not Muslims yet. Now, you see, the free will is part of the examination. The reason the Creator Allah gave us free will is to see, do we worship the Creator Allah? Do we choose to worship the Creator Allah? Now worshipping the Creator Allah is being grateful to Allah, is thanking Allah. Now you see, the being a Muslim, a Muslim means the one who worships the Creator Allah. Therefore, the one who is grateful to the Creator Allah. And the non-Muslim, therefore, means the one who is ungrateful, the one who cannot let go of his or her ego, and they choose ignorance and arrogance and ignorance. And so, example, they say, unwise things like, I am an atheist, for example, that's what they say, and I am an agnostic, or I can't see God. About not seeing God. You see, God is really powerful. And Musa alayhi salam, Moses wanted to see God, and basically, long story short, Allah said that Allah will show Allah's self to the opposite mountain, and the other mountain basically turned into dust, pulverized, evaporated, similar. It basically turned into dust, and Musa alayhi salam lost consciousness, and then the Creator Allah brought him back into consciousness, and Musa alayhi salam realized that it is not a good idea for the Creator Allah to come in front of him in order to see Allah. You see, the Creator Allah is extremely powerful. The Creator Allah is more powerful than a star, a main sequence star, which is our sun. So you see, you can't say, well, I can't see God, I can't see the Creator Allah. By the way, my Creator, your Creator is the same Creator Allah. By the way, the word Allah means the one who deserves all worship, and God, Allah, Creator, same meaning. Yes, yeah. The higher power, the supernatural force, the higher power. Now, carrying on, look, free will is part of the examination. So don't let the free will mess you up. Like, don't go the opposite way. So, don't choose to have a God complex issue. A lot of people have a God complex issue. Example, so why did God make me? I didn't ask God to make me. Don't forget, rules are important. So you have been given free will, I have been given free will, and so I can't just live the way I want, which means what I'm also saying is, breaking all the rules. A free will creature such as us, we just cannot live by our desires. Like, we cannot make the desires as rules. This is really silly, and not good for health, biologically, chemically, and psychologically. So please try to understand. Now, next question, who are you? I am, who am I, and who are you? So you are a child of Adam, and I am a child of Adam. We are the children of Adam, and this is very important. You see, Darwinism and the Darwinian theory of evolution, natural selection and random mutation, it doesn't actually work. And what's important, Darwinian theory of evolution is based on assumptions and probabilistic framework. And again, maybe you see, if we talk about the word evolution, the meaning of the word evolution is basically observations in science, in observations of, example, bacteria, therefore observation, biological change over time. So example, infant growing into an adult, bacteria, influenza, every year becoming more stronger. I mean, that is basically developmental change, or that meaning is fine. So example, that meaning is fine, but Darwinian theory of evolution is based on assumptions, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I would like you to listen to Subur Ahmed regarding Darwinian theory of evolution, what he has to say in one of his videos, and his channel is called Darwinian Delusions.
Between Darwinism and scientific advancement. So we have this terms, and the term we want to learn today is muta. Muta means false marriage, temporary marriage. It is basically a marriage which is incompatible, or a marriage which is baseless. So why I'm saying this is because there's a baseless marriage between Darwinism and scientific advancement. So we have this type of rhetoric that you get in popular newspapers, that you get in popular documentaries, that you get in these sort of things. Oh, progression, and people will be backwards, and so on and so forth. This is actually totally nonsense. It's totally nonsense. And the reason why it's totally nonsense is because there was scientific advancement before Darwin. So the idea that if people don't accept Darwinism as being true, literally, which we have loads of reasons not to believe that's true anyway, is going to lead to a regression in science is nonsense, because we had scientific advancements before Darwin. And in fact, Darwin was living in a time in which there was a lot of scientific advancement. So this whole idea of, if you don't accept human chimpanzee history, or you don't accept the tree of life, or you don't accept natural selection led the monad to the man, you are, scientifically taking the world backwards. That's total nonsense. Secondly, another reason why this is nonsense is because what does Darwinism teach you about science, fundamentally? What does it teach you about mathematics, or logic, or philosophy, or poetry, or art? It teaches you all of these things fundamentally are either due to your survival and reproduction, or a maladaptive, something which is a maladaptive product of that. So essentially, if you're a Darwinist, you shouldn't really care about scientific advancement unless that leads you to having greater survival and reproductive value. Now, some of the Darwinists are going to say, of course, that's what science is all about. That's total nonsense. Science and scientists is not just about enhancing human reproductivity and enhancing our survival. That's part of it. So, okay, grant you that, we'll give you that as roadkill, fine, you can have that. You can have that little part of science. What about the science, what about the part of science that has nothing to do with survival and reproduction? What about the part of science which is actually the essence of science, which is learning for the sake of learning? Not learning for the sake of your survival and reproduction, but learning for the sake of learning. So you'll have a professor, say, who's way past an age that he can basically get aroused, right, and have children. He's way past that age, right? And, he hasn't got that sort of Darwinian motive. He'll still spend his life, the rest of his life, searching into the cosmos, coming up with different theories, going around talking about science. That's learning for the sake of learning. That's learning and promoting science and scientific advancement for another greater purpose, not to do with survival and reproduction. And so that part of science, Darwinists actually can't claim. So this whole false notion that, if we don't follow science, if we don't follow Darwinism, we're somehow going to fall back into caveman times and, paint our faces blue and throw spears at each other, it's total nonsense. In fact, if we truly were Darwinists, if we truly did actually just want to focus on survival and reproduction, we wouldn't be learning anything about the natural world unless it helped us with our survival and reproductive value. But as we know, That's not the main reason why scientists do what they do. They do what they do because they want to learn something about the world, and they want to get to know the unknown. Look at Isaac Newton. From a Darwinian point of view, how are you going to explain this guy? He thought it was a great thing that he died a virgin. He thought it was a great thing that he was doing what he was doing, but he never had any children. How do you explain that from a Darwinian point of view? You don't actually have an explanation. So scientific advancement is not based upon somebody accepting Darwinism. It is actually based upon a emotion, a drive, a desire to discover, which is actually fundamentally non-Darwinian.
So, as you heard, that Darwinian theory of evolution is very limited. And that's all I have to say. And you've heard Sabri Ahmed. I would like to continue in regards to... also, I would like to add, if we look at the argument from Stephen Meyer in his book Signature in the Cell and Darwin's Doubt, then we understand that natural selection and random mutations cannot come up with new information in regarding basically a fly becoming a bird or a fly becoming an eagle. So I would like to point out to read some books regarding that the Darwinian theory of evolution actually is very limited, and actually at best it doesn't work. Signature in the Cell, the book by Stephen Meyer, Signature in the Cell, and Darwin's Doubt. Basically they discredit Darwinian theory of evolution, and they actually point to a designer, an intelligent designer. Now this intelligent design theory is actually the argument is from a scientific point of view, not theology. Not this intelligent design theory argument by Stephen Meyer is from a scientific point of view, not from a theological point of view. Please understand this. Carrying on. A quick recap. So Islam has deterrence, Islam linguistic miracles of the Quran, and so many other signs in Islam. We have established that Islam is the correct guidance. So what I'm trying to say, look, what I am saying is Islam is the truth from the Creator Allah. Islam has been established to be the correct guidance for all of the children of Adam. And so the next question is, what is the purpose of your earthly life? And so the Creator Allah says in the Quran that Allah has created mankind, children of Adam, and jinn kind, children of jinn, to worship the Creator Allah. So basically our main job is to worship the Creator Allah, and in return the Creator Allah will gift us with a home, a magnificent and a beautiful home in paradise. Ameen. Having said this, again, the Creator Allah knows best. Now, who are you? You are a child of Adam. I am a child of Adam. We are the children of Adam. Who made us? The Creator Allah designed us. The Creator Allah made us. The Creator Allah created us. And this is very important to understand. I hope this has made everything clear. You see, it is very important. You see, life is permanent because the real you is your soul. Ruh in Arabic, not your earthly body. So I beg you, please don't mess it up. I am really, whoever is listening to this YouTube video, podcast, vlog, whatever name you want to give this YouTube video, please look into Islam. Please read the Quran. The Quran is full of wisdom. The Quran is full of knowledge and correct knowledge. Please read the Quran. Get a copy from your local dawah center, your local masjid. We Muslims are very nice people. Don't listen to Fox News. Seriously, we Muslims are very nice people. Get hold of a Quran. Contact IERA. It stands for Islamic Education. IERA, Islamic Education Research Academy. Contact, the local dawah center. Dawah means to invite you to Islam, I think. Please contact your local masjid. See the video, How the Bible Led Me to Islam by Yusha Evans, and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Contact the local masjid. Get a Quran, copy of the Quran in a language you understand. Also, this book by Hamza and Rizot says Divine Reality, amazing book. Please become a Muslim today. Please become a Muslim today. I am saying this so I can save the real you. The real you is your soul. I am saying to you, please become a Muslim today. Look into Islam. Read the Quran in a language you understand. You will have questions, ask questions. You can type in your questions in the comments below. You can, go to any YouTube Islamic channel and type in questions and you will get answers. You can go to the local masjid, get a hold of the Imam and get answers. Please look into Islam. Become a Muslim today. Become a Muslim today, because you don't know when the Creator Allah will send the angel of death to you to reclaim your soul. Yes, this soul of yours, the real you is your soul. The real me is my soul. This soul of yours does not belong to you. The soul in my earthly body, the soul inside your earthly body, the soul inside my earthly body does not belong to us. You don't know when the angel of death, when the Creator Allah will send the angel of death. Example, you're 23, 24, 19, and you think you're going to live up to another 70 years, another 50 years. No, that's incorrect thinking. You don't know when the Creator Allah will send the angel of death. And I am telling you, you don't want to taste death. You see, the Creator Allah says in the Quran, every soul, every person will taste death. So you don't know when the Creator Allah will send the angel of death to reclaim your soul. And I'm telling you, you don't want to experience death. You don't want to taste death as a non-Muslim, because you will end up becoming a never-ending tragedy, a never-ending regret, meaning you will end up in the fire of Jahannam. Having said this, the Creator Allah knows best. Please become a Muslim. Look into Islam. So many people look into, type in New Muslims in YouTube and listen to the New Muslim stories. Just don't take my word for it. But I really want everyone to become Muslim so you can get a place, you can get a home in paradise. That's why. Thank you for listening to my video. Please share this very important video with everyone you know. Thank you once again. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallahu khairan.